Hey, so it's been a while since I've done one of these. So this is my comic stall. I haven't been to my comic shop in about 2 weeks. So I thought I'd pop in today because I was able to get today off. And it was a bit disappointing because I was expecting 2 weeks worth of comics, expecting quite a significant pile. Pardon me. But we're still being messed about in the UK with distribution. So a lot of the comics I was expecting this week I will now be getting hopefully next week. I know Geeky Old Hog, do check out his channel, has had the same problem. But I'll show you what I got. And because there wasn't as many comics as I expected, it did leave room in my budget for this week to get some extras. So I'll show you what else I got. So we'll start off with one of the magazines, comic magazines that I absolutely adore. And this is Heavy Metal. So this is the latest issue. As always, extremely chunky, it's over 230 pages. And I'm just going to quickly flick through because a lot of it is not for all ages. It's definitely adults only. But I adore heavy metal, always have done, and I'm so pleased it's back. And then we have Iron Man. So this is the latest iteration of Iron Man. I love Iron Man. I know that sounds weird, but because I never really talk about him, but my period of Iron Man was when it's Bob Layton on art duties or Mark Bright on art duties. I can't remember who the writer was, but that's the period I loved. And when they did Armor Wars, and also a bit previous before that, when there was the alcoholic storyline, and Armor Wars 2 with John Byrne, he adored that as well, and John Romita Jr. So that was my period of Iron Man. I've not really liked the modern iteration of Iron Man. I've tried it a number of times and it's just left me cold, but I have faith in this because it's Joshua Williamson on writing and he said he is going back to how it used to be. But I'm not going to show much of this because I'm going to do a video doing a review of this. Like I said, my reviews now are going to change. I'm just going to cherry pick like brand new number ones, etc., and do a review of those. So watch out for a video coming soon after I've read this. And another new number one, which I only found out about through watching Comic Patrol's haul for this week. And this is from Oni Press, and it's by Daniel Ziegler, and it's Spirit of the Shadows. And again, I'll be doing a review of this, but it looks very dynamic, looks very Madman coded, with a dash of psychedelic Jack Kirby thrown in. So right up my street. So yeah, watch out for a video of that. And then we've got the latest issue of Redcoat. Seems to have been forever since this was last out. So this is issue 16. Always enjoy Redcoats, so I'm very happy about that. And the latest issue of Powers. This, if you've not been buying this, you need to buy it. It's some of Brian Michael Bendis' best writing, and the artwork by Michael Avon Oeming. It's just so good. Really enjoying this. This is how you perfectly blend superheroes and crime noir together. Absolutely fantastic. And we have the latest issue from Ghost Pepper. Just so much fun. It's the closest thing we've got to an American manga comic, and I adore it. Fantastic series. And another comic I'm really enjoying is Nightwing, with the writing of Dan Watters. It's a standing artist at the moment, I think. Yeah, Weekend Marion. But coming soon is Dennis Cowan, who is one of my all-time favourite artists. So I'm very pleased about this. But I adore the writing in this. Dan Watters is writing the best version of Nightwing I've read, I think, ever. So really highly recommend this. But again, there's quite a few regular DC tasks that I'm missing from my pile because they've been shorted at the shop. So there are some more what I've got, but not the full contingent. So I've got the latest issue of Absolute Martian Manhunter. Always a trippy read. It's not one I really, to be honest, it's not one I really love. It's not one I enjoy. It's clever. It's very clever, but it leaves me cold. There's not much emotion to it. So it's more of a buy for the art, some of the how they stretch what you can do with comic arts, which makes me come back to it. But I'm not the biggest Dennis Camp fan. I know that's blasphemy to say nowadays. Latest issue of Absolute Batman. I adore that picture. I love how Wonder Woman is taller than Batman, even though this version of Batman is a giant himself. So that's really cool. I love that. That cover's just genius. Can't wait to dive into that. And Got another Marvel comic, Mortal Thor, issue number 6. Not a lot of people talk about this, but if you've been sitting on this because you weren't impressed with your Mortal Thor, more fool you, because it's leagues ahead of that. And yes, I've stopped Incredible Hulk. I looked at this month's issue with Kevin Walker on doing the majority of it. I thought, no, I can't. Pulled me out too much. Marvel really pissed me off with that. That's one thing about the most part. At least they paired the replacement artist, the standing artist, with a similar style. So it's never made the story feel disjointed. So yeah, really enjoyed most of that. Encourage people to buy that. Then we've got the conclusion of the Conan miniseries, Scourge of the Serpent. Wonderful cover. I've enjoyed it. I hope they stop doing the timey-wimey stories though with Conan. Just do comics focused on other characters. You don't need to keep having all of them all together. But apart from that, it's still a fun series. And we got the conclusion of Everything Dead and Dying. I'll be leaving this till last to read. I might do a video just giving my full ideas of the whole series as a whole after I finish the final one. Most I have to have cried for a bit because it always is a sucker punch every time you read it. But it's one of the best series of the past year. Wonderful series. And then we've got an Exquisite Corpses Lace Cut album issue. And they always seem to give me the variant covers. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, the variant covers are great. I never ask them to. I never pick what cover I want, so just because I'm not that fussed about covers. But yeah, it's still good. So that's all I got comics wise. But I did get a few other things, and I'll just show you. So I got some manga. I did a video about a week or two ago where I looked at the first 2 volumes of Dan Da Dan, and I enjoyed the series. Really enjoyed it. So I've dipped back in and got book 3. I also got Snowball Earth Volume 5, even though I've got Volume 6. I got Volume 6 not realising I hadn't bought Volume 5, so I had to go back and get this. And again, this is just a wonderful manga. I will do a video just reviewing the manga what I've read recently. But this is book 7 of Hirei Yasumi, and this, whether it be manga, whether it be European comics, whether it be 2000 AD, whether it be DC, Image, any other comic company publisher, this is one of my favourite books, full stop, of the past few years. I adore this series. It's just so heartwarming, and the characters are so fully fleshed out. It's just the perfect slice of life without it being draggy or being angsty. Like a lot of American slice of life can be very anal and self-reflective. This isn't. This is just positive rays of light, and I adore this book. It's a real mood lifter, and it's one that I always look forward to reading. And I did get something else, so I'm just going to show you. I don't buy many Funkos. I think I've only got 1 or 2. 1 now. I've just got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, which is just there. But I got Sakamoto Days, Taro Sakamoto, because I adore this anime. I tried the manga ages ago, but it was just coming out too often, so I thought, oh, I'll just watch the anime when I heard this was coming out. But he's just a wonderful character, and they've actually done him justice in the Funko Pop format. I don't think I'll get the other characters. I'll just get this, which will sit nicely on my manga bookshelf with the other anime characters I've got on there. So yeah, that's everything. So I'll just show you in full what I got. So even though it was less than half of what I was expected to get, I still managed to get quite a bit of stuff. So plenty of reading material. And like I said, there will be 2 comics definitely that I will be doing a review of. And I'll also be doing a video this weekend looking at the most current 4 issues of 2000 AD. 2000 AD is on such a creative roll at the moment. And I'll also be doing a video looking at a compendium that I've ordered, what should be coming tomorrow. Okay, bye.